Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast, a place where we help you learn English in a fun and friendly way. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are. Maybe you're walking, maybe you're sitting with a cup of tea, or maybe you're just relaxing at home. Whatever you're doing, we are really happy you're here with us.
Hi, friends. Yes, welcome. This is a space where we learn, speak, and grow together, step by step. I'm Jasper.
And I'm Agnes. We are so excited to be your hosts today. We really want to say a big thank you to everyone who listens to this podcast. Your support, your time, and your desire to learn, they really mean a lot to us. Thank you so much from our hearts.
Absolutely. You're the reason we do this. We are here for you, and we want to help you become more confident in English. So, Agnes, I have a question. What are we going to talk about today?
Great question, Jasper. Today, we are talking about something very special. Something that many people want. Something many learners feel nervous about. But it's also something very important and fun too. Can you guess?
Something many people want and feel nervous about. Let me guess. Is it speaking?
Yes, you got it. Today's topic is practice speaking conversation in English.
Oh yes, this is super important. So many people study grammar and vocabulary, but when it's time to speak, they feel shy or scared.
Exactly. You might know the words. You might understand English. But when someone says, "Hi, how are you?" your brain just stops. Right?
Yes. That happens a lot. But don't worry, friends. That's normal. Speaking is a skill. Like riding a bicycle. You don't learn it by reading a book. You learn it by doing it, again and again.
And the good news is, you can do it. Even if you're just starting, or your level is elementary or intermediate, you can start speaking English today. And we are here to help you.
Yes. Speaking doesn't mean being perfect. Speaking means trying, making mistakes, laughing, enjoying the moment. And every time you speak, even a little, you get better.
Today, we're going to give you ideas, practice, and real conversation examples. Just like friends talking. You will learn how to start a conversation, how to answer, how to keep going, and how to feel confident when you speak English.
This topic is not just important, it's life-changing because when you speak English, you can make friends, get jobs, travel, study, and connect with the world.
Yes, you open doors. Speaking English gives you new chances, new people, new dreams. That's why we say, this topic is special, very special.
So let's go together on this journey. Are you ready to speak more, learn more, and feel great about your English?
Let's begin with something simple, something you can use in your real life. Let's start with how to begin a conversation.
Yes, that's always the first step, right? Starting a conversation. So Agnes, let's imagine we meet each other for the first time.
Sure. Let's act like we are two people who just met in a park.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, hello. I'm good. Thank you. And you?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great, thanks. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, very nice. I love the sunshine. Are you here for a walk?
Yes, I like to walk here in the morning. What about you?
Me too. I walk here before I go to work.
That's nice. What do you do for work?
I'm a teacher. I teach young children. And you?
Oh, how lovely. I work in a small cafe in the city. It's a quiet place.
Sounds like a nice job. Maybe I will visit one day.
Please do. We have great coffee.
That was a very simple and friendly conversation. And you know what? That's how it starts. You don't need big words. Just be kind, ask simple questions, and listen.
Right. A good conversation is like playing catch. You throw a question, the other person throws an answer, and you keep it going.
And remember, don't worry about mistakes. Native speakers also make mistakes sometimes. The most important thing is to try.
Yes. And when someone sees you trying, they usually feel happy to help or continue talking. Most people are kind. They understand that you are learning.
Now let's go deeper. Let's look at different ways to ask questions in conversation because questions are the key to keep talking.
Yes, Jasper, you're right. Questions are really the heart of a good conversation. When you ask a question, you show that you are interested in the other person. And that's how real connection begins. So, let's talk more about how to ask good questions in English.
That's a great idea. There are many types of questions we can use. And don't worry, you don't have to remember all of them. Let's start with the most basic and most useful ones.
Okay, so first we have simple yes or no questions. These are questions where the other person can answer with just yes or no. For example, do you like music? Are you from this city? Do you work here? These are very easy to ask, and they are perfect to start a conversation when you feel nervous.
Right? And even if the answer is short, you can continue by asking more, like this. Do you like music? Yes. What kind of music do you like? I like pop music. Cool. Who is your favorite singer? Taylor Swift. Oh wow, she's so popular.
Yes, you see what happened there? One small question turned into a full conversation, just by being curious and asking more.
And then we also have WH questions. You know, what, where, when, why, who, and how. These are great because they help the other person give longer answers.
Exactly. Let me give you some examples. What do you do? Where are you from? When do you usually wake up? Why do you like this city? Who do you live with? How do you spend your weekends? These questions open the door to learn more about the other person.
And learners, here's a tip. If you're not sure which WH question to use, just remember this. What is for things? Where is for places? When is for time? Why is for reasons? Who is for people? How is for methods or descriptions?
Yes, that's a perfect way to remember it. And don't forget, when you ask these questions, it's important to really listen to the answers. Listening is half of speaking.
Oh, I love that. Yes, speaking is not just talking, it's also listening. If you listen well, you can reply better, ask smarter questions, and make the conversation more fun.
Now let's give our listeners another example. This time, let's use WH questions. Ready, Jasper?
Ready.
Okay. What do you do on weekends?
On weekends, I usually relax at home, read books, or go for a walk in the park. Sometimes I meet friends for lunch. What about you?
I usually do some cleaning. Then I go shopping or watch a movie. If the weather is nice, I like to go hiking.
Sounds fun. Where do you usually go hiking?
There's a hill near my house. It's quiet and beautiful. I love nature.
Nice. And who do you go with?
Sometimes with my cousin. Sometimes alone. It helps me feel fresh and happy.
See, that was such a natural conversation, and we didn't use hard words. We just asked and answered with curiosity.
Yes, and you know what else helps? Showing feelings. If you say things like, "Oh, that's nice," or "Wow, really?" it shows that you care. It makes the other person feel good.
That's so true. Emotions are a big part of speaking. Let's give more examples with feelings.
Sure. What's your favorite food?
Oh, I love pizza, especially cheese pizza. So delicious.
Yes. Pizza is always a good idea. I like sushi, but I don't eat it often.
Oh, sushi is great too. So fresh and healthy. Where do you eat sushi?
There's a small restaurant in my neighborhood. Not expensive and very tasty.
I should go there sometime.
Yes, I'll take you. Now, let's talk about something really helpful. How to keep the conversation going. This is where many learners stop. They say one sentence and then silence.
Yes, that happens. But don't worry, we can help you learn how to keep talking. One great way is to use follow-up questions. For example, if someone says, "I'm from Mexico," you can say, "Oh really? Which city in Mexico?"
Yes, or if someone says, "I work in a bank," you can say, "Nice. Do you like your job?" Or, "How long have you worked there?"
Exactly. Follow-up questions show that you are interested and make the conversation deeper.
And even if you don't know much English, just saying, "Oh, really? That's interesting. Me too. Wow." These small words help the conversation stay alive.
So don't be afraid, try to use small phrases. Even if your English is not perfect, you can still connect.
I want to share one more thing. When you meet new people, it's okay to prepare some questions in your mind. That's not cheating. It's smart. Think of 3 or 4 things you can ask. Like, what do you do? Where are you from? What kind of music do you like? What do you do in your free time?
That's a great idea, Agnes. Think of conversation like a game. The more you play, the better you get. Just practice, be friendly, and enjoy the moment.
And always remember, English is not just a language. It's a bridge. A bridge to new people, new dreams, new chances. When you speak, you build that bridge.
Yes, and your voice matters. Your ideas matter. Don't let fear stop you from speaking. We believe in you, and we are here to help you grow.